So we're still at Pump's farm, and we've just had lunch, which is very nice. All cooked in a big pot with yam and something else that I've naturally forgotten in it. But this with pumpkin, what was it? Pumpkin coconut milk. It's kind of like potato, some of it, in like a yellow sauce. And this is the other side of the farm, which we went through earlier. Once again, I'm not going to remember anything, but I do remember there was. They just got everything here. Things like nutmeg, and a lot of it is used both for eating, but also for like medicine. And if I walk up this way, there's a whole medicine garden, like a UK herb garden almost. Once again, just to pause a moment to see the rainforest all the way around, and there was no other, if you like, homestead like this apparently on Dominica. I was talking to a brother who's the guide. He said that this is kind of unique, and Pump's got two boys in their 20s who are here. One of them was doing lunch for us, and they've taken on this whole way of living, if you like, which is good. And there's an association with Jungle Bay because the excess produce, if you like, that they grow here gets sold and used in the foods at Jungle Bay. So it's all kind of kept local. Some of the produce is very like kind of European, you know. Like you'd expect to see, you know, some of the greens. And this was where we had a tour through all the herbs. You hear the cow. And I shall remember one of them, which was this plant down here, which is paracetamol. So that actually is paracetamol in its kind of plant form. Apart from that, I'm not going to remember what we saw. But the stuff here, and it's the way we used to do it, but we've obviously developed the pharmaceutical industry. But the stuff here to treat diabetes, arthritis, rheumatism. One of the plants we saw they use for prostate cancer, I think. There's stuff there for to help with sleeping at night. See, these look remarkably like those cabbages or sprouts, I don't know. I'm having this little walk. I mean, that's just pucker, isn't it? Look at that. And behind there, it's, you have to trust me as the cameraman, it is pure rainforest. Because we're effectively on the south of the island, and the rainforest goes right to the north of the island. They don't, Pump and his family don't eat any meat, any flesh as such. They do have goats. I think I saw a cow. I heard the cow just now. And there were certain of the what was it? There were certain of the fruits that they grow, like breadfruit, and I think one was called jackfruit, which at a certain period in its growth can be used the same way as flesh, if you like. I'm walking up here just out of interest, because what we've got there is a medication plant, as one of the guys delving called it, but that's marijuana growing here in the wild, fittingly in the herb garden. A very elderly gentleman who's slightly annoying, called, well, I invented his name as Jeffrey. I reckon there wasn't enough there to do much medicating. I'll have to take his word on that. And this is pretty much the top of the garden, so if I pan round, you can kind of see where we are. valley. And then straight ahead down there, a considerable distance, hour and a half hike, is the sea. It is a beautiful place. Quite hot, sticky, humid. But we've been quite fortunate. There was one, there's that marijuana plant again. Young people, don't try this at home. It's just a beautiful place. Just beautiful. But we're in the middle of nowhere, you know. There's a couple of horses. And then we did see in a shed a kind of a saddle over it being kept out of the rain. So we suspect they do get ridden, but there's no vehicle up here. Pump's grandfather apparently used to have who manually laid some kind of rudimentary sort of stone brick trail up here, and used to have a jeep of some description. I thought he said Land Rover, but I think it was before Land Rovers were going. It's a very old, 60, 70 years ago, I think Pump was saying. It's been a really good walk. Okay, hour and a half to get here. There's mists in the mountains, which you might not pick up on the video. And he's a somewhat scruffy goat, but we'll come and say hello, because he wants to be in the video. Look, he's never been in the video before. He looks delighted. Alright, sunshine? He says, yeah. He says, I'm alright, really. I'm in the shade of a big tree. I don't know what tree that is. And there you are. Let's walk around Pump's garden in Dominica, which has been a really, really good morning spent. And unless they've been fooling me and the minibus is just round the back out of sight, I'll look forward to my hour and a half walk, including I think 4 water crossings, which require a slippy barefoot or a change of footwear. And I suspect it will take at least an hour and a half to get back. But there we are, bringing this one to a close on a glorious day in the Dominica jungle. Thank you very much.